Welcome to Synthetic Oil Protection. I'm your host Eben, and today is another exciting AMSOIL oil change. Clean up inside the engine with the AMSOIL engine flush, the fuel additives. You're going to see it all right now, and we're going to be giving you all the subtleties on this 2016 Toyota Prius. Now, this is the first of its kind on the channel. I know you're saying, where does this spaceship come from? Well, you're going to meet the owner at the end, and you're also going to get a chance to see her drive it. But with no further ado, let's kick off the engine flush. If you're new to the channel, definitely subscribe, because you're going to want to come back and learn how to get your car to run longer and stronger. That's what we do on the channel. So we're putting in the engine flush now. This is a super duper thin detergent, cleans up sticky valves, all kinds of buildup around lifters, guides, and it kind of builds up over the course of the year. Now, the other oil that comes in these cars is called a full synthetic, and full synthetic can be 25% synthetic or more. So it's actually a synthetic blend. AMSOIL that we're putting in today is 100% synthetic. Has a much higher film strength, doesn't burn off like the other oil, doesn't break down. So now we're going to go ahead and open up our oil cap. And now we set this right here. We take our funnel and just dump in the detergent. Very thin. And after we put this in, now we're going to idle the car for 15 minutes. Hey, and if you're new to the channel, definitely subscribe. And now for the PI Performance Improver Gasoline Additive. What this does is it helps your vehicle's injectors atomize better. You have a much more complete, cleaner burn, make more horsepower, better fuel mileage, more power, and quite a bit a difference in idling. You'll notice it idles a lot smoother. So all we do is pop our gas cap. Same exact thing, just taco the lid. Whoop! Just pop her off and shove her in. And it's got the gasless gas cap compatible tip, so you can shove it in and yank it out, and it doesn't get caught in the threads. And you put this in every 4,000 miles. Super easy. It beats opening up the motor and having to clean the motor from the inside out. So now all we do is idle her for 15 minutes. I wanted to show you what I meant by atomizing. When you spray something like this, it's misting. But if you have a dirty injector, it doesn't mist anymore, which means it's not atomizing, and it actually shoots almost perfectly straight like that. Well, when it shoots straight, the fuel is actually going by the spark and it's not actually igniting, so you're actually running super rich. You're not burning it. Then you're not burning it, then you have fuel contamination. That fuel contamination washes the cylinders in your car. After that, it goes by the rings into your crankcase motor oil. Your crankcase motor oil thins out, and then you lose compression and you get more blow by. Then you're going to burn more oil. Your catalytic converters are going to get full of all this oil and buildup, and before you know it, you run out of oil. Then your motor seizes up. That's obviously if you don't change your oil, but the process does break down pretty quick. And definitely use the fuel additives. You won't have to worry about having all this incomplete burn and pinging and knocking, and you'll notice a huge difference in power. All right, we got some profound discoveries. To turn this sucker on, it's like flying a spaceship. Really technical. I never knew it could be so different. I haven't been intimidated by a vehicle like this since I drove a 2014 Shelby GT500 with a cold air intake, cap backs, tune and delete, making about, I'd say, probably 688 wheel horsepower. This sucker intimidates me the same. I feel like I'm in a spaceship. So we started up, and now we got our eco mode off, and now I'm going to come down here deep sea diving. It's almost like a deep sea fisherman, and we're going to go way down here, and you're going to see this gas pedal, and it's got this little area here where you can stick like a little coin. So we're going to shove that here, and that's actually wedged in between there, and this cute little booger's idling. So now we're going to let her idle for 15 minutes. It's going to be cleaning the injectors from the inside the fuel system, We got the motor is idling, so it's doing the flush, gonna clean up around the rings, the valves, and boy, I tell you what, when Lucille drives this thing at the end, she's gonna be blown away. This is what she sounds like before. This is after the fluid change. Man, she's playing hard to get. So I tried the dime thing, then it turned off on me. And so now I'm sitting here holding my foot on the gas pedal, and it's like bottle feeding a baby goat. That's how this car is. Bottle feeding a baby goat. We got our couple of little plastic snaps off right here. These little plastic clips pop off, and this whole panel folds backwards. So it folds backwards just like that. It's right in the center, pretty easy to get to. And now we got our oil filter right here, and we got our drain bolt here. So now we're gonna go ahead and drain her down. We're gonna drain her down, here we go. And there she blows. You can see how thin it is, and that flush really helps thin it out. And now as she's dripping, we're getting our oil filter, which is very tough to get to. A little bit of a stickler. And definitely you need that metal cap wrench, or else you're going to crack the plastic. It's very easy to break. So we're going to get this off here. Get that out of there. And get this off. And there she is. All right, just a cute little guy, just adorable. All right, just want to give you my favorite subtleties. I always use a little pick, and this is to get the little teeny O-ring off right there. We got her all wiped down, and now we got our adorable little AMSOIL oil filter. And this is a proprietary synthetic media, and what it does is it captures more contaminants, and it also holds a lot more, so you're good for the full 15,000 miles. So this is non-directional. You just stick it on like that, that's it. This is the filter, good for 15,000 miles, and it filters at 99% efficiency at 20 microns. Big upgrade over OEM, and the Toyota filter is very small, and it's actually down in there, but it's very thin. A lot of the oil can get by. You'll notice how much different they are. And I wanted to give a little subtlety on this ratchet. Really important to get this. This is what I got at the dealer. I almost broke it, so I just wanted to be extra safe. Just not worth cracking that plastic cartridge and having to buy this whole new one, which the one little ear can crack on you. This one's probably an older one, but it can easily crack, but it actually fits on just like this, and it's grabbing those plastics. And really important you get the proper tool, because you just definitely don't want to crack this housing. And now it's time to open up a nice fresh bottle of 100% synthetic liquid gold. This right here performs 4 times better than the Mobil 1 extended performance in the turbocharger deposit test, which you'll see that down in my description section below. And that's like oil burning, oil coking. And now we're going to go ahead and lube up our filter. I always say on the channel, it's like pouring honey on pancakes. So beautiful, so clean. And I always say, don't ever be afraid to get messy, because if it ain't wet, it ain't protected. If it ain't protected, it ain't wet. That's why the wetter, the better. And as long as you keep it lubed up, wet and protected, your car will always be happy. And as I always say in the channel, it'll get your car to run longer and stronger. That's what taking care of your car does. So now all we do, we got her all nice and lubed up. She'll thread on like butter. So I wanted to show you the OEM style filter. This is our Toyota filter. Very, very inexpensive, and this actually holds 4 times more contaminants than cellulose paper filters. Also, the inside's not upgraded, or should I say supported from the inside. So the inside actually can actually collapse in, where this has a metal backing inside of it, and that won't allow this to collapse over the course of the year. So with the AMSOIL, you're good for the full year, 15,000 miles. And it's just such an extra level of satisfaction, not worrying about changing this stuff out for the whole year. You don't have to worry about it. You get it off your calendar, off your list. You come around, you take your half hour to change your oil once a year, and that's it. It's that time to put in the liquid gold. We got 4.4 quarts of the 100% synthetic liquid gold going in. Now, if you're new to the channel, definitely check out these cold flow playlists up here. You'll definitely see how the 100% synthetic's different, the way it flows in the cold and the way you have the high heat film strength. So here we go, let's do it. So pure, so clean. I say it's almost untouchable. Beautiful. That right there is the liquid gold. Hey, and if you're new to the channel, definitely subscribe. Go ahead and tap this little button, and then you're gonna see the notification bell. You're gonna go in here, you're gonna allow it, all the settings in the badge. You're gonna go back, and you're gonna click this bell, and you'll hit all notifications. That way you'll get a notification when I publish my next video. That way you can leave a comment on any of my videos within the first 3 hours, and I randomly select people for the end of month giveaway. We give $100 gift cards away, all kinds of stuff. So we'll see you at the last Saturday of the month at the giveaway. Before we go reunite this beautiful vehicle, this spaceship, to Lucille, we're gonna put in our upper cylinder lubricant. If you want the optimum in fuel mileage, you wanna use this every full tank of gas. This right here puts a film on the upper rings that doesn't get lubricant from the crankcase motor oil. It'll actually allow your car to run smoother, quieter. You'll also have better compression longer because those rings are gonna last. All you do is just whoop, pop it in, just like that. Once you pop that sucker in, just come right in the gas tank and throw it in every single full tank of fuel. It takes about 8 seconds to put it in. And that's it. It's that quick. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. And this one also has the gasless gas cap compatible tip. So not only can you stick it in, whoop, you can yank it out. Whoop. And it's got those little flat spots. We're with the owner, Lucille, and this is her little angel.
Yes, it is.
And I was telling her this was the most difficult, one of the most difficult cars I've ever done before. I couldn't believe it was that much of a challenge, but we made it.
Drives like a race car now.
Wow.
Yeah.
So what is the difference, would you say?
Get up and go.
Wow.
Yeah. My goodness.
You can feel more pep.
I can.
Wow.
Really.
Wow. That's a good thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, we did the whole shaboo, and if you want to try the AMSOIL, if you're on a laptop, desktop, you'll see show more. All my links are down there. If you're on a smartphone, you'll see a little reverse down arrow. Click that. It'll take you to all the links down there. And when you use my link, I would be your AMSOIL dealer, so I could always answer all your questions on the products in the future.
Okay.
And so Lucille is happy. Boy, she's a good driver. She knows how to drive this sucker. And the miles is only 80,000. Wow.
Yeah, I thought it was more than that.
So super duper low mileage. How's the idle feel?
One idle.
And if you want to see a good one with a lady downtown, Mallory, we did her Chevy Volt. So we did another hybrid on the channel, the Chevy Volt.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, she was really happy with that one.
Yeah, she picks up a lot nicer.
Wow.
Than it had been, yeah.
Wow. Sweet. So now she's good for 1 year, 15,000 miles of severe service city driving.
Nice.
And that's it. So any closing notes? Anything else you want to say?
Thank you very much.
All right. You're the best, Lucille.
Thanks.
All right. We'll see you back next time. If you want to see more videos on hybrids, check out this one with Mallory. She was a lot of fun with her Volt. And we'll see you back right here on Synthetic Oil Protection.
All right.
Cheers to protection, protection, protection.